All right, back live in Washington, D.C., Josh Hokich just presented something to President Trump, some sort of necklace medallion, and now he is back in the octagon. And
hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, there's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
I do want to address the derogatory slur made about the former First Lady Michelle Obama, because I think it's important to address. And we won't dignify what was said by repeating it, but you should look it up. And I think the reason that it's important is because for a long time, and the roots are in slavery, black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive, made to feel that they were masculine, made to feel that they didn't have the femininity that a white woman would have. And so there's this intersectionality between racism and sexism that was on full display at the White House. The crowd laughed at the statement, and the President of the United States smirked, and never addressed what was said. That is beneath the dignity of the office of the President of the United States, and it's beneath the dignity of the American people.
Josh Hokich won the biggest fight of his career at the White House and decided to finish with an interview calling Michelle Obama a man.
Yeah, that's why I said, man.
I mean, bro. Look, you did, and I'm glad. I didn't see it because I didn't have any sound on. But I was, strolling through Twitter, and then I saw that I was like, damn, he said that on thing, and then I got it. It didn't get the response that he hoped that it was going to get. I mean, so so now you take that platform. So I just want to make sure. I want to make sure. There's a certain network that says athletes shouldn't, don't bring sports into politics into sports.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that she happened to be low-hanging fruit. They know that woman, she's not that, but it's good. Just like they know that man was born in America. And the man that pushed that. Now, they hate lies and they hate conspiracy theories, but they pushed one for over a decade. But that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. President Obama should have, what he should have done? President Obama, when he got into office, he should have filed a defamation and for $100 billion, and then have his Justice Department to pay it off. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If I'm Michelle Obama, that's what I'd have done too. Oh, y'all say I wasn't born here. Y'all say my birth certificate bogus. Okay, here we go, right here. Boom. Y'all say I'm a man? Okay, here it is right here. Boom. Now this is going to cost you $100 billion. All right, Justice Department, pay it off. Oh, you know what? We don't think like that. Because each department's supposed to be separate. Legislative independent, judicial independent, executive independent. The Department of Justice is not supposed to work for an individual. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but it ruined the look, he won the fight. He beat Derek Lewis. I thought the extra stuff at the end was unnecessary. If you want to talk about an individual, fine, the guy that I'm fighting. But when you go outside and you try to take a jab at something, bro, come on, bro. You're not that funny. You're not that entertaining. And nobody thought you were funny. It's easy. And all you did was perpetuate a racial stereotype that you've been saying for years.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about Venus and Serena. Every time a black woman becomes something, some people from that side try to take a shot at them. It's been going on. I mean, when is it going to be enough?
Never.
You don't see, we get in position, we don't do anything like that. We don't take no shots at nobody like that. But they do it all the time, and it's cool.
Yeah, it was very unnecessary.
Sometimes I wonder. Let's just say for the next 20 years, the roles are reversed. Like the roles were for 400 years, we just want 40.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, just hypothetical. Just wake up one day like, oh, what? You mean to tell me? We get to just do stuff, and oh well, we get 12 people on the jury that look just like us, our same skin complexion. Yeah, not guilty. I mean, there are people in there filing their nails, doing everything they want to do, ain't even paying attention. You already know what's going to happen.
Welcome to the Voice of Reality. In today's video, we are looking at the controversy that erupted after a UFC event at the White House, where a fighter made a highly offensive comment about former First Lady Michelle Obama. The incident quickly sparked strong reaction from sports fans, political commenters, and the public, raising questions about respect, accountability, and the role of public figures. Watch the following clips carefully, and when they are over, we'll come back to break everything down together.
Shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
I mean, the Michelle Obama is a man just ruins everything.
I thought to myself, memo to self, who is this fucking idiot? And make sure that no one I ever work with or invest in ever gets near this idiot.
It's like all of this is happening because for so long they felt like the left just said, you're trash, right? Like you're white trash. This is redneck stuff. Like you're a bunch of racists. Couldn't stand having a black president. And then this comes out and you're like, I actually didn't think it before. But right now, I think that you're absolute trash.
No one realized that Josh Hokit lost tens of millions of dollars in less than 12 hours after disparaging Michelle Obama. Hokit won the boxing match at Trump's birthday party on the White House lawn. However, his post-match comments, which attempted to gain attention by belittling Michelle Obama, not only drew widespread condemnation, but also cost him tens of millions of dollars. First, his inappropriate remarks directly destroyed his commercial reputation, causing several sponsors who had initially approached him to quickly withdraw their offers. This not only directly erased his future brand endorsements worth millions of dollars, but also directly affected his original commercial endorsements. Secondly, as a newcomer who has fought 4 times in the UFC, he could have received a higher salary contract after this victory. However, this public opinion crisis has directly blocked his future promotion path and also led to his isolation by all the senior executives in the industry. Finally, due to UFC's commercial reputation considerations, he is very likely to face suspension or being sidelined. Although the UFC has a culture of free speech, Dana White not only publicly condemned Hokit's vulgar remarks, but also canceled a new contract with him for 8 fights, directly causing him approximately $6 million in financial loss.
Every Democrat, every black person, every person of color, every LGBTQIA person in America should be posting a picture of Michelle Obama today. Not because she needs defending, but because she deserves honoring. A Princeton graduate, a Harvard Law graduate, former First Lady, best-selling author, advocate for military families, children's health, education, and public service. Meanwhile, grown men are standing around making middle school insults because they peaked in high school. Enough. Flood the timeline with Michelle Obama. Not because of what they said, but because her accomplishments speak louder than their ignorance ever will.
You drop the Michelle Obama line, and I'm sitting there thinking like, why? Why did we have to go there? You're not going to fight with Michelle Obama. This is not a fight. This is not a planting of a seed like Alex Perry.
I thought I was giving her a compliment.
I don't think anyone viewed
Michelle
it as such.
Obama being a man that's like, she knows how to deal with adversity. You know, she knows how to work hard like a man. You know, when the times get tough. You know, the
Why does that come to mind in that moment? Like you just got this massive win of all the things you can say. Why even go there?
I thought it was a perfect opportunity to, you know, show the world how great this country is with the freedom of speech. You know, you go somewhere and you say something like that and you die, you know. And I'm not suicidal, by the way. There's a certain side that pokes at another side and there's no outrage.
Hello and good afternoon. Listen, so I just got a community violation because I guess I was a little angry and said some things about floaters. And I stand by those things, right? Because that man, Josh Hokett, got up there and said that Michelle Obama was a man. And I said that Melania was a 403. That's what I said. And I stand by that. I stand by it 100%. I think it's interesting how this platform lets the racists say whatever they want to say. And they platform some of these racists. But you come on here and try to correct the fact that they said egregious things about Michelle Obama, and then I get the community guideline violation. So, for those of you who know, I said it. I said that that lady over there was a 403, and I mean it. I also said that she claimed to speak 7 languages, and I said that's not true at all. That's been proven. I also said that she's not a supermodel. She ain't never been on the cover of Vogue, Cosmopolitan, Vanity Fair, Elle, none of the top, Sports Illustrated, none of them magazines. So when was she? That's just a lie they told and have been telling for years, and people have bought it. I am just sick and tired of the comparisons that they want to make between our girl Michelle and that lady over there. That's it. So I don't know if they're going to ban my profile, ban my post. I don't know if this is where it ends for me. But that one really pissed me off. And I don't take back what I said. She's a 403. Okay. And if you disagree with me, argue with your mama. Try Jesus, not me. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Okay, bye.
Now that you have seen some of the footages, let's talk about what's happening. The fighter's remarks have generated widespread criticism, with many people debating whether the response from the UFC and those present at the event was appropriate. Should athletes face stricter consequences for offensive public comment? Did the organizers and commentators did enough to address the situation? Some believe stronger action was necessary, while others argue it's a matter of free speech. What do you think? I would like to hear your opinion. Please share your opinion in the comment section. For now, let's continue to watch more clips. And afterwards, we'll return for some final commentaries.
Do not excuse Josh Hokett calling Michelle Obama a man because he's just playing a character. I am tired of MMA fans just giving these fighters passes because they're just trying to sell the fight and it's just promotion. Y'all have to realize that words have meanings. And that it gets to a point where y'all have to stop creating this false dichotomy of it's either they say the most bigoted stuff to promote a fight or they don't get any promotion at all. There's clearly options other than those two. I want to say to the general public whose first time seeing MMA was Josh Hokett calling Michelle Obama a man, not all of us feel this way. Not all of us support that. Like, I disavow Josh Hokett because he's a transphobe, and it's not even the first time he's called Michelle Obama a man, actually, because Josh Hokett on the regional scene, after his fight with Eric Lunsford, called Michelle Obama a man in his post-fight speech, and even after he beat Denzel Freeman in the UFC, he called Brittany Griner a man. 2 black women, by the way, and this is the thing. A lot of MMA creators, fans, y'all don't take insults towards black women serious. Black women are like the verbal punching bags of the world, and y'all don't take it serious. And then here's the thing I'm going to leave y'all with. A lot of you, when you say that a fighter is just playing a character and they're just trying to sell the fight, you are defending grifting. Because imagine if I got on this platform and I just started saying, let's round up all white, straight Christian men and let's get them out the country. Let's all round them up. They have no place in America. But I don't actually believe this, but I'm just doing it for money. You guys would feel in danger and you guys would feel some type of way. When I sell you on a fight, when I'm selling you on something, even if I don't believe it, I'm selling you on it because I want you to think that it's real. I want an actual reaction. If I'm trying to scam someone, I don't tell them it's a scam. I sell it to them as if it's real. And here's the thing. There's people who like Josh Hokett because he says the stuff that he says. When he compares trans people to predators, when he's out here. In fact, I'm even tell you this. If it's so much of a character, why couldn't he say everyone in that room, everybody in the White House was on the Jeffrey Client list? You know why? Because you know what you're saying is full of it.
About that UFC fighter who called Michelle Obama a man. He did it because she's stronger, smarter, more powerful than him. You see, men who can't handle a strong woman, they try to delegitimize their gender because it makes them feel powerful. And because she's a black woman, it also dehumanizes her. Racist white men have a history of calling black women men to dehumanize them. Sit with that for a minute and think about how tiny he must be to be so bothered by a powerful woman.
Did he just call Michelle Obama a man in front of the world? At the White House, Josh Hogan embarrassed Derek Lewis, beat the brakes off of him, broke him down, better everywhere, and then he goes on the mic and calls Michelle Obama a man. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. This is real life. Josh Hogan, biggest moment of his life after dismantling Derek Lewis, walking him down. He goes on the mic and he cuts off the promo he was gonna say, and he calls Michelle Obama a man to end it off. He calls out Alex Pereira and he ends it off with calling Michelle Obama a man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what timeline we're in. He was beating the brakes out of Derek Lewis. He literally stood no chance in the entire fight. I don't even know if Derek Lewis landed much at all. Hogan almost had an armbar at the end of round 1 after literally beating the hell out of Lewis in that round, and he just didn't know how to finish it. Didn't raise his hips, didn't put it off to the side to break it, but then he ultimately just breaks Derek Lewis down to the combinations, gets him on the ground and starts breaking him with it, and Lewis basically quits. Falls to his back, exhausted, out of his mind. Josh Hogan is legit. He is a contender. He is a guy that you are going to want to see towards the heavyweight division. This guy is championship material. Derek Lewis, it's time to go. I don't know why Michelle Obama's catch his trades, to be honest with you.
Nobody's talking about this, and I want to know why. After Josh Hogan beat Derek Lewis on the biggest card of all time, he said Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? And why do you not think that's weird and corny and pathetic? I have a better question. Do you think it's cool that a heavyweight professional fighter, arguably one of the best in the world, who's in talks for a title fight soon enough, do you think it's cool that he's talking about women? Mind you, this is probably the most irrelevant statement said that night. And I have a follow-up to that question. If Michelle was your mom, how would you feel about this? Because why does she have to catch a stray on one of the biggest platforms in recent UFC history for no reason? That doesn't make any sense. And you know it's bad when even Shane Gillis is like, nah, I don't like that. Like, that's weird. So if Shane Gillis doesn't like it, who y'all also like to dicky, please explain to me why you do.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Good day. I am FMP.
And I am Olu Crest.
Something is really wrong with this country. We are morally bankrupt, and respectfully, accepting this means our standards are shockingly shallow. A UFC fighter just stood on the White House lawn yelling, "Michelle Obama is a man," while Joe Rogan giggled like somebody passed him an edible at a barbecue. At this point, the bald eagle probably wants dual citizenship.
Meanwhile, half the country can't afford groceries, rent is performing Olympic high jumps, and student loans are lurking in the shadows like horror movie villains. But apparently, this is now the national political discourse that would solve your kitchen table problems.
The UFC night was supposed to look patriotic. Instead, it looked like a rejected reality TV pilot called America's Got Brain Damage.
The White House now feels one step away from hosting celebrity boxing matches sponsored by energy drinks and crypto scams. Americans are struggling financially, healthcare costs are terrifying, and wages are moving slower than Congress during a snowstorm.
Yet grown adults are standing around laughing at schoolyard-level conspiracy jokes like it's open mic night at a sports bar. And that's the cold truth on Code Blue in America.
We hope you have now seen the full picture and have a better understanding of why this incident has become such a major topic of discussion. Beyond the controversy itself, it has sparked wider conversation about respect, responsibility, and how influential public figures should use their platforms. We would love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please subscribe to the Voice of Reality, like this video, and share it with others so you don't miss our future updates and discussion.